This is this was the actual one that went clear across country and then came back and was in the box of beers that got soaked, and so my label ran. But mine's up next. What we're gonna do is, I've already had my own. I'm gonna go ahead and let these two
you ready for this? Get your glasses out.
Do a review of my Hokiehomebrew, and I did the White Labs 13, I believe it was, and it's a dry malty ale yeast, provides a complex oaky ester character. It really does give a more spiciness, in my opinion. But I'm going to bow out of this one because I know what it tastes like. I'm going to let these guys talk about it, and I'll get them on camera here in a sec, and they will go to town.
And now we get to talk shit because he's right here.
And they should talk shit.
Alright. So what's the difference in your hops again?
Not hops.
Yeast.
It's yeast.
That's right, yeast.
This is White Labs 13 that I used. And I just picked one. I didn't give a shit.
Okay, for a guy that doesn't like sweet beer, I'm smelling some sweet stuff coming off this, so.
I don't know. Does it smell like a Milwaukee's Beast to you? Or
you know, I was actually going for that. See, all these guys, I actually kind of modified mine a little bit. I wanted that Milwaukee's best.
You know, we always do slits.
I don't want anyone to enjoy this whatsoever.
We always use slits to pour into the bowl to bring in the slugs and kill them, but they die happy. This is a compliment.
Yeah. Actually, I just pissed in this one, so.
Oh well.
That's the added spiciness that you're getting.
Gosh,
well, he had barbecue that night or something. I'm telling you.
It's got a hint of urinal. Can I get urinal?
All right, so we'll get serious now. I'll shut the fuck up. I'll let them do their thing.
Right.
Like that's gonna happen.
Right now, for me, it smells like most of the others. So
piss. Cheers.
Yeah.
Okay, you cut the sweetness off, which is true to you because you're not a sweet. But what? It's just the yeast. Damn. This was a fun test you guys did.
I can definitely taste the bitter off the top, but for me, obviously, I like that.
Yeah.
You know, I love bitter as it is, so
it's still really mellow though.
But
okay. Did you vary how much hops you used?
No. Hops and grain were consistent for everyone's brew.
Really?
The only difference was the yeast that we used.
Damn.
Everyone used a different yeast. No yeast starters, so you just basically had to dump your dry yeast or your liquid yeast in, and you win.
Wow. That's so. The variance is like amazing.
It really is, and that's why I really liked this challenge, because it's so neat to see what the different yeasts do to the different, the same recipe.
Oh yeah, definitely. For me, this recipe, I like this yeast. I mean, for me, you can definitely have the lingering hops. It's got a bitterness to it. It's an all-around beer that I like. You know, it's a lot tastier than the Lagunitas that we've been drinking, the little something, and I like that.
Okay.
But I'm not a sweet guy when it comes to beer.
I'm not either.
This is not as sweet.
I like hops.
You still have a little bit of sweetness, but again, I'm going to go back to Dayton Brewing because I really like some of your stuff. This is really mellow, and you get some of the bitterness, but it's a pretty smooth bitterness, though, which is really.
So do you guys, at least when I taste mine, or at least this yeast strain, do you guys taste any kind of spiciness?
Well,
because I did, and that was what was so different from mine versus everyone else.
I guess it depends on how you're interpreting that.
well,
But yeah, I do. I get what you're saying because it's a combination of how the yeast works in with the hops, and it gives a completely different complexity. I mean, entirely different.
Well, I would say that the hoppiness is turning into a little bit of a spiciness, but
Yeah,
I wouldn't say it's spicy per se. I would say it's just got a straight up bite to it at the beginning. Yeah, a little bit of a bite.
And that carries into the end, though, by the way.
And it catches your attention. That's what I like, is like, I like something, you know, I get hop stupid. I get all those beers that are out there getting, you know, catching your tongue.
It hits you in the middle, and it carries into the end.
And it took away
just a light bite. It's not heavy.
It took away a lot of the sweet overtones of this beer.
It did.
Like,
He's right.
You don't really taste the sweetness, which is personally something that I like. This is my favorite beer out of all of them so far because of the fact that it has IPA. Now, if you're judging this beer in general, this will be definitely more on the sour, bitter side compared to the rest, and you might not like that, but hell, I'm a hop guy.
And this is where we differ, because I like a little sweetness. So this is gonna, for me personally, gonna take a backseat. Dayton Brewing's second beer,
Right.
which wasn't super sweet, and I like sweet, but was just really super easy drinking.
No, I agree. His was very easy drinking. You know, and I'm not an ESB guy, but
Yeah.
so far, guys, everybody that's out there that brewed them,
Fun.
phenomenal beer so far.
Yeah, so far it's great.
Yeah, Dorf, you are up next, and then we'll keep going as long as people want to stay and watch this debauchery.
Dorf, we're looking forward to it. Northwest, another Northwest brewer.
What's up?
What?
Excellent. Gosh, I love this beer.
Nice.
I can't complain.
Yeah.
So, Hockyplr, you're winning so far on my rankings.
But I got to go back to Dayton Brewing. I'm sorry, I apologize, but
See?
But we've only tasted 4 of the 20 beers. Yeah, let's keep
it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night. I can do it.
Great
Oh
night.
man, I feel more drinking coming on. That's what I feel.
Me too. That's too bad. That really sucks.
Darn.
It's a shame.